Hi, welcome. I'm glad that you stopped by. I want to do a song right now that actually just really excites my heart because it brings back so many memories for me. I grew up in a very small town in Washington called Doty and attended a very small church there that you could really call an old country church. And I remember so many things from my time there. I do remember, oddly enough, when I was 3 years old and I invited Jesus to come into my heart. You might think, well, how would anybody remember something when they're three that's so important as that? But I do. I absolutely do remember. I remember the sermon was a child evangelist who came to do special children's meetings at our church. And I remember going to the altar and asking Jesus to come into my heart. Also in that Doty Country Church, the Doty Assembly of God Church, that I learned all about Jesus in Sunday school and all of those kind of things. But I want you to know those people knew how to pray, and often as we would gather before or after the services and begin to pray, and God's glory would fall down, and it would just be heaven in there as we worshiped and prayed, and people kneeling at the altars, and even the kids, the children, would be engaged in worship as well. It wasn't just the adults. It was a wonderful place to be. I remember Sunday school teachers from way back then. I remember Ruth Edwards and Ollie Capps, and I remember them teaching me memory verses that have actually stood with me even still today, that I hold dear and hang on to when I really need them. So many of those people now have already gone home and they're not here anymore. But I look forward to the day when I get to see them again, say thank you for everything that they did to make this little girl grow up to know Jesus in this special way. The song is called The Old Country Church. Oh, I'd like to go back to that old country church to hear the songs of praise. How the people would sing, it would make the rafters ring at that old country church. Shall we gather at the river, the beautiful river? Gather with the saints at the river that flows from the throne of God. Oh, I'll never forget at that old country church how the glory of the Lord came down, and the children would smile as they shouted down the aisle at that old country church. In the sweet by and by we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by we shall meet on that beautiful shore. Then on Sunday I'd see all my friends so dear to me at that old country church. When we'd kneel down to pray, everybody would be there at that old country church. I'm leaning, safe and secure from all alarm. I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. Now the years have gone by, and so many have died at that old country church. But they're on the other shore, where they'll sing forevermore as they did at that old country church. I'm redeemed by love divine. Oh, glory, glory, Christ is mine.